Hi everyone, welcome to June 2021. I hope you're doing great. Sorry for my absence. I was really in the middle of so many things. And May has been really a very intense month, and I'm really like a broken record these days. Um, it's been intense for everyone since a couple of years right now, and yeah, May was no exception, and June it is definitely not an exception. And anyway, there's actually kind of this ambivalence between light and dark all the time. We have these wonderful and very expanded experiences, and then sometimes the opposite. Sometimes you can feel elated, you can feel really expanded, your heart can really just soar, and then the next day there's kind of this black cloud of, I don't know, this collective grief and fear that you can just feel through, especially if you are an empath or if you are a very sensitive person. And it's sometimes it's hard, and I know that by experience. But yeah, we are here, and anyway, I hope you enjoy this month's reading. Um, this month this month I actually did something slightly different. So basically, I brought the subjects or the themes that we are going to see through the month, and then at the end, I got the Hebrew letters that are kind of helping us with those. You can always use the Hebrew letters just by meditating on them. If you have a picture of them, you can just bring them through the month, those that I am showing, so that they can help you bring the energy that is needed to kind of take advantage of the energies of the month, of the opportunities to grow and to get into this consciousness of unity in the highest possible place, in the highest possible form available for you. So the first of the themes this month is, which I was a bit shocked when I just got it. I was a bit like uncomfortable actually saying it and bringing it to you. But I think, as with all this intuitive work, we need to trust, because normally, eventually, when you see the whole reading or all of the parts of it that are coming, then you can make sense out of it. So that's what I did, and I bring you here. The first one is conflict by extreme fear that triggers. It's extreme fear triggers. Sorry. So uh, it looks that it looks like we are going to see more of this conflict, and I feel that is going to be more played outside of us, like in bigger events that are not related to our individual lives, but we could even see it individually. So there are bigger conflicts. There are conflicts that are being triggered by some extreme fear. So someone felt extreme fear, and then that make that person, that institution, that organization, that country really get into conflict with someone else or something else or another person, another country or institution or whatever. So this is what is shown. I'm not really comfortable with that, but then it's going to get better as we go through. I'm not saying that, and this is really something that they are always saying. It is not to make us fearful, but just to make us aware that this can be happening, and so that we are even when we are aware of something, that we can choose how to react. We can choose what road to take, so that we can maybe avoid real confrontation or real conflict. And also, we have to be aware that conflict is also, maybe it's not the most comfortable way, but sometimes it is also the energy needed to birth new uh, new lives, new reality, new things, new agreements. Of course, like a third force out of the two conflicting forces. Not always the most comfortable option is not always the most. You can always choose something different. But anyway, we might see this, and that will create also, and that's the second theme, that will create an opening of the heart in the face of the really stark and profound division created by that conflict. So in a way, this is why conflict sometimes is helping us, because in a reality like ours that is fragmented, in a reality where we have the extremes, we have oppositions, we have duality. So in such reality, we are sometimes called to do to take action in the right direction by seeing the opposite of what we want, right? So we are seeing what we don't want. In this case, we are going to see it in front of our faces, what we don't want. We're going to see probably this great division, this great separation between groups or people or whatever, and that will ask our heart, let's say, that will open our heart to really have the resolve also to include more people, to include everything that is, to even include and accept. And by accepting, it doesn't mean agreeing. Accepting does not mean agreeing. I repeat that. Accepting, it doesn't mean agreeing. I can accept that maybe a conflict is necessary, or that I can accept that it's happening because it's what is happening, but I might not be agreeing with the conflict itself, right? So I might just accept that because probably that's what that part of the world needs to move on to different things, or to resolve something, or to eventually create something different. But I might accept and not get desperate about it. I might not get into some sort of being disempowered by that. I think that's the key, like not being disempowered by what I see outside. And that's the next subject, because then with the resolve of creating something different of what I see, or creating more space in my heart, in my energy field of my heart, to actually include everything that is the way it is exactly, and not trying to change it with my actions, that will exactly prompt me to actually have to help or to ease the conflict, or to help to ease the suffering that I see around me. And that, I think, is really great. It's a really great way to not feel helpless about a situation. And that can be really an action that I can see that is taking me to maybe talk to someone that I've never talked to, but I see that they are suffering, and maybe I offer them my help. Maybe it can be something very close to me in the surroundings with my neighbor, or it can be something larger, right? But there's some sort of prompt, some sort of push, some impulse that we feel to actually help someone, to actually help ease the suffering that we see around. And by that also, we are helping to ease the division, the separation, the feeling of them against us, that political party against this one, or that country against the other one. And that's, I think, that's a very good thing, because then the first phrase doesn't sound so bad. I mean, there is a purpose for this. And then the fourth theme, it is actually that through all that action, through all the action that we get by opening our heart, taking a decisive action, or a decisive resolution about doing something about that, about doing something about easing the separation, about easing the suffering, then we can then we are going to be aware. There's going to be an aha moment, an awareness that is coming, that is dawning to us about what are my priorities in this moment, what is important for me now. So in this starkness, this difficult time sometimes brings us to really boil down what are the priorities in my life right now. What is really important for me now? What is it that I want to cultivate in my life? What is it that I want to put my energy into? How am I going to reveal more light in my life and in the life of everyone around me, just by my own soul signature, let's say? What is it really what I do that actually helps reveal more of that light. And and I think that is a very good thing, that it's helping us to focus. It's helping us to really get rid of maybe distractions and just focus on these things that will help to relieve people from suffering in our own way. It can be also just meditation. It can be that you create a space in your heart, in your etheric body, in the energetics of your being, so that more of this energy of the heart is actually being available for more people around you. So it doesn't have to be always something completely physical, but there are many ways in which this can be played. And then the next card, which, the first card of the Hebrew letters is Lamed, which is really just fantastic, because it's really exactly the one that we needed to hear, let's say, to confirm what we are just reading, which is Lamed is something that is pinching you, that makes you kind of be awakened to love, and make a decisive action, and realize that actually you want to love more, no? That you want to actually promote in yourself, or amplify the energy of love in your life. The energy of love is the energy of the conscious of unity. Is really this energy that is not fragmented, is actually the capacity to actually see the root of everything as one. So there's, at the root, at the base of everything, at the origin of everything, there is one source. And that's the capacity of love, to see that everything from that point of view, from that vantage point, is also like how my soul will look at a situation, at the world, at myself. How does my soul will look at how does the source, God, whatever name you want to call it. And then we have Quoth, that is called the sun at midnight. And the sun at midnight is actually telling us that it is a time to reveal the light that is most hidden. So the light that is most hidden is also because it looks like darkness. It is so dark, so it is so hidden that it looks like darkness. And so in fear, in pain, in suffering, there's a lot of light that is hidden in darkness. And that's what we are being asked in this moment, is really to be able to reveal that light, to go to the sand, to the hell, let's say, just to put it in a bit more dramatic ways, to the sand, to the hells of those situations, to descend to the darkest part of ourselves, because probably we will feel that reflected in us by fear, or maybe in the situations that we see outside that will look very dark or very somber, but actually there is light hidden inside of that, and it is our task, it is our goal also to be able to discover, to uncover, to reveal that light, to manifest that light that is hidden in under those situations or people, etc. And one of the key things to bring them to light is actually to know why they are there, is to find their purpose. What is their value? Why are in the world? Why are they in the world? They have to have a purpose. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been created. So everything, everyone, every culture, every person, everything in the world, even the one that you say, I don't know, sometimes I say, why do mosquitoes exist? They are so annoying. Well, they have a purpose. They must have a purpose. And even if we don't understand the purpose, they have a value in my life. And so I have to find what is the real value, but not the value like monetary value, not the commercial value, but really the value because of the purpose that they are serving in the world, in the creation. And then I will be able to reveal their light. I will be able to reveal why they are here and what is their contribution. Even if I cannot see that with my human eyes, then ask your guides, ask your soul to show you why that thing that bothers you so much, that is so hard to accept, is there in your life. That is a great way to actually discover more light, to actually reveal the light that is hidden under that situation, that event, that person, that thing that bothers you so much. Anyway, I hope that you are going to have a fantastic month of June. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you around next week or next month. I'm not sure really how I'm able to record these episodes, but thank you anyway for showing up. I hope you're doing great, and I see you next time. Bye bye.